points versus Phoenix is a career high for him as the Celtics shock the Suns and their inspirational leader.
I'll take the blame for this one, and I'm just glad it's over. And give the Celtics a lot of credit for coming out and jumping on us when we were very flat in the beginning.
Shaquille and the Magic would be the next Goliath to fall to General Sherman Douglas and the brigade from Boston. But the Eastern Conference leaders wouldn't go down without a fight.
Thompson picks it up, throws it up, tipped up, rebound Montrose. Celtics win.
While the Celtics won these two games with explosive offense, the red-hot Indiana Pacers are doing it with defense and a commitment to teamwork.
Not about how many minutes I'm playing, how many points I'm scoring, how many assists I'm dishing out. It's all about winning, individually and collectively.
With Mark Jackson re-emerging as the team's point guard, the Pacers are flying high. They took their act to New Jersey and knocked off the Nets for their fourth win in a row. The Pacers' next victim was Mike Dunleavy's Milwaukee Bucks. Indiana showed their depth as Byron Scott lit it up off the bench, and they continued to play opportunistic defense.
Took it away from Murdoch. Over to Davis.
Indiana returned to Market Square Arena and manhandled the Mavericks. It was their sixth straight win, currently the longest streak in the league, and it upped their record to 33-20, the best start in Pacer history.
I think right now is a great time for us. You know, the schedule's going to be in our favor, especially in the middle of March. We're at home. Seems like the next 25 out of 30 games. So the schedule's in our favor. We can continue to play the way we've been playing. We'll be right where we were last year.
When the Pacers took on the Mavericks,
it was time to go out and play. Well, once I put my socks on, I left them up high instead of pulling them down. And when I went out there, I had a good game, played a good game, and they've been up ever since.
Now, the San Antonio Spurs' Mr. Reliable is holding court. As the third pick of the 1989 NBA Draft, Sean Elliott launched a pro career filled with high expectations. As a member of the San Antonio Spurs, Elliott gained valuable experience alongside another highly touted rookie, David Robinson. As the Admiral's career soared, so did Elliott's.
Wow! Sean Elliott with a rim rattler.
Sean improved his scoring in each of his first 4 seasons in San Antonio and was a key contributor to the Spurs' success.
Elliott from Anderson. We're tied. Elliott free on the baseline. He didn't miss his, and he's fouled.
In 1993, Elliott would receive national exposure as he joined his teammate Robinson on the All-Star squad. And just when Elliott's roots seemed firmly planted in San Antonio, a trade would separate the two rising stars. In October of 1993, Elliott was shipped to the Detroit Pistons, where he'd struggled through his worst scoring season since his rookie year.
Oh, what a block on Sean Elliott.
In February, things got even worse for Sean. He was traded to Houston, but was returned to Detroit after a physical revealed kidney problems.
It's just humbled me a little bit. Everybody faces some adversity sometimes, so I didn't let it get me too down.
Right before this season, Elliott received some welcome news. He'd been traded back to the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, big fella. You know how it is. You know how it is.
Go, Ben! Go, Ben! Come on. Go. Come on, D. Take him. You got him one-on-one. Go, Dave, go. Go, baby. And one. Yeah.
Sean Elliott's a guy who I think probably is like a kid on Christmas morning. He's back in San Antonio where he's, you know, he may be as popular as anybody in San Antonio. I didn't realize how popular he was there, but everybody there loves him.
San Antonio fans also love his all-out end-to-end hustle.
Sean's brought back scoring, and a big part of our running offense. We like to push the ball up and down the court, and Sean really gets out well on the floor and finishes on the break.
And this clutch performer will be on display this Sunday in NBC's Game of the Week as they square off against the Houston Rockets.
Clear out for Elliott. Drives hard on Marley. Scores and a foul.
Spurs down by 1. Sean Elliott with 4. There it is.
Robinson. Sean Elliott, 5 seconds. Good. With 2.9 to spare.
I always thought that this team had the ingredients to go all the way, and hopefully this team can do it. And that's a testament to me. I'll know inside that I really was a big part of that.
Sean Elliott is fast becoming one of the league's finest scorers. And in this week in NBA history, the Nuggets honored another great scorer when they raised Alex English's #2 to the rafters of McNichols Arena.
I must say that I am very grateful to all of you all for showing me that you did appreciate what I did here in Denver, Colorado.
Not only does English hold many team career marks, he's one of the NBA's most outstanding citizens. And he's still involved with the league as he educates young players on how to avoid some of the downsides that exist in sports, like gambling.
I think when I played, people probably looked at me as not being a good target because I would not sacrifice my career and everything I worked for to be tainted with something like gambling.
Another prolific scorer, Wilt Chamberlain, established the record for single-game scoring. While playing for the Philadelphia Warriors in 1962, Chamberlain would reach the century mark against the New York Knicks.
My teammates were really the real heroes of the 100-point game. They went beyond the call of duty as a player on a particular team to make sure that this happened.
Rebound Luckenbill, back to Chamberlain. He shoots up, no good, in and out. The rebound Luckenbill, back to Rucklick, into Chamberlain. He made it! He made it! He made it! A different dunk, he made it!
Wilt Chamberlain is one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. But he's not the player who holds the record for most consecutive games scoring in double figures. Can you name this NBA great? The answer when we return right here on NBA Action. Now for the answer to this week's trivia question. The player who holds the record for consecutive games scoring in double figures is the Lakers' Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He scored 10 or more points in 787 consecutive games, spanning 10 years from 1977 to 87. Another center, New York's Patrick Ewing, was on fire against Sacramento this week. Ewing, the NBA Player of the Month for January, was out to prove to the Kings that he ruled Madison Square Garden.
As long as the Knicks keep going to him, they should be able to control this game.
He's our primary post-up guy, and he's been delivering night in and night out. He's just playing great.
On this night, the Knicks super center would be the king of the court as he tallied 38 points to tie his season scoring high.
Knicks continue to look inside to Ewing.
Whenever the Knicks were looking to score, they found Patrick in the paint, waiting to deliver.
No, he's just playing super for us. You know, right now he's probably as sharp as he's been, and strong, he's healthy. So we're going to ride him, ride him.
Another overpowering game by Patrick Ewing. Nice pass. Beautiful setup. Ewing, yes, and it counts.
New York is counting on Ewing to be a steady force in the middle as they prepare for a run at the Eastern Conference top seed in the playoffs. If they're to overtake Orlando and return to the NBA Finals, Ewing must dominate the middle as he did against Sacramento. If he continues to do that, New York's goal of being crowned NBA champion is within reach. The Pistons aren't thinking about an NBA title this year, but they do have a steady young swingman. And he's on the rise. Since being selected by the Detroit Pistons in the 1993 draft, Allen Houston's had to meet high expectations. While showing flashes of brilliance, he's also had to cope with uncertainty about his role with the team.
I think what he's in the transition of playing a lot of different positions. He's being asked to play a little 3, a little 2, a little 1. So I think as he finds himself, he'll become a great basketball player.
Houston is now a key member of the rebuilding Pistons. And the second-year swingman has converted last year's struggles into building blocks for a successful career.
I think when you come in and your time is inconsistent and you never know when it's going to come, and you learn to deal with that. So, as just that 1 year makes you comfortable.
His rapid improvement has earned him playing time and praise from his coach.
He sacrificed his summer to work out, to strengthen his body, and to work on his defensive game. So he's an improved player simply because he made some sacrifices this summer.
I'm so happy for Allen Houston because a lot of people had lost a lot of confidence in his game.
Recently, Houston exploded for a career-high 33 points to regain that confidence.
Here's who from 3.
This man just flat out puts the ball in the basket. And such style that his teammates have told him and have stood around and admired this man when he goes up. He said, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Now Now we know Allen's a fine young player, but it's time for NBA Encore, where you can never underestimate the power of the SWAT team.
Here he comes on Mutombo. Will lay it up to Kemba. He wipes it out.
He gives the ball to Bose. Bose down in the middle of Burrell. He puts it up a flat. He sends it back with a fly swat. That's beautiful.
Beautiful? It looks like it feels nasty. So how's a little scoop du jour side to help build that confidence when you're going to the hoop?
Scintillating.
You got it. We're just getting started.
Bateman will drive into the lane. Doubles one up on the world of the rack. Underneath. Here's Blue. Jack drives it up. Over his shoulder. It's good.
Hey, watch Nick bring rain down on California just cause it feels good.
Alley-oop straight up above the rim by about a foot and a half. It came down so purely, it hardly made the net move.
Smooth. But the Spurs alley-oop was so nice, we just got to see it twice.
Another break alley-oop, and Robinson hammers it down. Hornacek leads up Karl Malone. Wolf on his back, but gets it in. Malone stuffs it down. Alley-oop, one-handed. 9 for Mobley, and here's a feed of Weber on the alley-oop. Stuffs it down.
Okay, now we're running out of time. You get the feeling these guys have been there before?
Juwan Howard gets a pass to Weber for the
Oh, Farrell's in the front court, down the middle, in deep, all the way, throws it up. That thing went in.
Big Dog's got to heave it at the buzzer. That's good. It goes, and it's down. Oh, my.
3 seconds to go. 2 to go. Cole heaves it and banks it in.
Okay, Chris Smith fires a bomb that hits nothing but net. And Penny's career high 39 points barely beats the Bulls.
Kokos out of two. He lost it. Here's Hardaway racing the clock, and he has 39 for Penny Hardaway.
Coming
is not the Big Dog barking here in the first.
That's what they pay him all that money for.
He got off to a slow start because he wasn't in training camp, and this is going to be one of the great stars in this league. He's going to be a great player.
All right, we've saved our best for last as we bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In our courtside countdown. We tip it off with the New Jersey Nets, who we can always bank on for a weekly buzzer beater.
Got it! Second time in a week he's done it. Same spot. He's going to get that down.
At number 9, the Cavs' Sperry arrived just in time to pull out a win.
Sperry for the lead. Pulls down for 3. Bullseye in the triple to get him up in the gun.
Detlef gets up on this one as he climbs Mount Mutombo.
Detlef whirls right by Allen to the gun. He packed it.
Okay, at number 7, I think everyone will find this dunk quite appealing.
And Peeler, slam, dunks off the dribble. He is really good at that. That's a tough play.
One of Orlando's most impressive magic acts is performed by the Swami of SWAT.
Shot missed. Baker got it back. Rejected O'Neal.
And at number 5, it's Pack Power in the paint.
Robert Pack with another. Oh, my goodness. That's 6'2", going at 7'6".
The Sixers get victimized again, this time by a slippery Sprewell.
Oh, what a circus shot again by Sprewell, and he's fouled.
At number 3, a very mobile Eric Mobley struts his stuff.
Around and off. Mobley skies in and stuffs it down with the right hand on the follow. What a play by Mobley.
Is it Peeler with another dunk? Don't think so, says Zoe.
Underneath, Travis Clement. Mourning blocks his 6th shot. A tremendous block.
Anthony Peeler tried to attack the basket as he should, but he showed the ball too soon to Mr. Mourning, and Mr. Mourning said, not tonight.
That's one of the greatest shot blocks I've ever seen.
And for the number 1 play of the week, 2 former Wolverines hook up against the Hawks.
To Weber. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they've done that a time or two.
Just gets it up high. It's away from the rim. See, you want to pass right around the rim, but he goes back and catches this and just brings it home.
I'm Jim Fagan for NBA Action. Join us again next week.